Thank you for joining Joy Ministries with Pastor Christopher Hale. Sundays at 6 p.m. on LICMC Radio.
You can also listen and see Joy Ministries live simultaneously with Pastor Christopher Hale on London, Washington Facebook, LICMC Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LICMC.net radio every Sunday at 6 p.m.
Well, hello everybody, and it is so good to see everybody again. And I'm Pastor Christopher Hale, and y'all caught me this time. I'm out trying to give me a little food in my belly. My day went a little long, and I'm here with our CEO, having a little renewal and fellowship time, and the time has slipped up on me, so I'm in my car and I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing. And I'm not going to say what that is, but I'll be parking in just a couple of minutes and we'll be able to talk a little bit more in detail. But right offhand, I want to start talking to you about the 5th of December. The 5th of December, there's going to be a benefit for the Michigan Veteran Foundation. And I think I already kind of sent there you go. You're looking at the flyer right now. It's going to be on December the 5th. And it is a charity that's for the continuing upkeep of the Michigan Veteran Foundation. You guys heard of them because I go there every 5th Saturday. Every 5th Saturday. As a matter of fact, this month in the month of November, on the 5th Saturday, I don't know the exact date. I think it's the 28th or the 29th of November. We'll be going there to serve breakfast to our veterans who have served our country and kept us safe. And the least that we could do is give them a good breakfast. They ran out in their budget, and they were unable to keep the service going of the hot breakfast and hot meals. So we try to go to be with them every 5th Saturday. Now, the flyer that you're looking at right now, if you are able to, the donation is $100 per person. And Michigan Veteran Foundation is a 501c3 tax exempt company. So I believe the monies that you spend, you can claim that on your income taxes, if I'm correct in stating that. So we are trying our best to help our friend, Sister Rahita DeBeja. I spoke with her earlier this week to assure that we were on the same page with her and that we're going to be supporting this wonderful event. Now, you also see that for a table that's $1,000. And I'm going to endeavor to see if Joy Ministries can buy a table. So I'm going to ask that as many of you that can, give us a call or email us at hale6@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to put you in at our table. And as you see there, the tickets for, I think, a couple, a husband and wife, is $175. So that looks like they're giving us a $25 discount. But we want to be able to give our Sister DeBeja $1,000 to represent Joy Ministry. So I need 10 people to register with me, or call me, or text me, or email me, and say that you want to be at the Joy Ministries table. And we'll be able to take your donation, and we'll make sure everything gets to her. Now, if you want to just do it on your own, or if you want to get an individual ticket, you see her contact information is also on that flyer. That her name is Rahita DeBeja. She's the chief executive officer of the Michigan Veteran Foundation. And, you know, our CEO also is an employee there. And we're looking forward to this fifth Saturday. We've already got all our supplies. We give them a wonderful hot breakfast on that Saturday. And feel free to call me or email me. If you want to be a volunteer and you want to help serve our veterans, you can. We'll be happy to allow you to do so. So please make sure that you take this information down, because we're going to help Sister DeBeja and the brothers at the Michigan Veteran Foundation to achieve the financial success that they need. There's a wonderful situation that they have there. I worked there myself for a brief period of time, just to kind of help out. But they were always very cordial people. There are some people that are there that they're damaged, so they're helping them to re-establish themselves. And when you're away for so long a period of time, sometimes you just forget and don't know how to do certain things. But they have classes that they teach people for the to help them handle their money. And then for those people that are coming in with the problems of the mental instability, they have mental health classes and seminars, and they help them manage their funds and help them mainstream back into the normal everyday life. And I was very impressed as an employee there to see that particular operation go like it did. And when they started losing funding, of course, as a man of God, I immediately thought, where can I help? Because I don't have a whole lot of money. But when I asked her, could we help them on serving the breakfast, she readily and gladly agreed. And this will be our fourth or fifth time now serving the veterans a hot breakfast. And anybody that wants to come and join us, give me a call so I can get you cleared, because it is a secure facility. If you give me a call and say, I'd like to work with Joy Ministries and help them serve breakfast, please feel free to do so. I think the people at the Michigan Veteran Foundation will be glad to see us every time we go. We're blessed by those brothers who sometimes are smacking their lips and picking their teeth on the way out, saying, thank you, God bless you, because we give them a good meal now. We don't scamp on the meal. We give them biscuits and grits and sausage and bacon and eggs and hash browns. Oh man, we lay it out there for our brothers, because we want to say thank you for enlisting into the service, and for those times that we don't even know about, that they stood in the gap protecting us as a people. So we one of our great charities is the Michigan Veteran Foundation that Joy Ministries supports, and we are hoping to continue to spread joy there with the brothers of the foundation. Again, feel free to contact Sister Rahita DeBeja to get your tickets. You'll hear this all month long. This is our first initial broadcast. We're going to be seeing you now for 30 minutes, I think, once a week. And I think every month we're going to come in with a new show for you, a new service of help, of joy to our people here in the city. We're going to be praying for everybody that's having problems with this government shutdown. This is one of those new things in our life that's happening with the government shutdown, and now for the SNAP benefits to be done like they're doing. We're in prayer that the Lord will allow the things that need to happen in our government, so that we can resume the help that's so much needed to our people. Now, I want to let you know, because we've been off the air for a while, we had to get so many things in order, and I thank God that we're able to do so. I'm trying to see if I can get up here to a light. I did park, and I'm sitting in my car because I wanted to make sure I got a chance to talk to you. Now, while we were away, I think it was last week or week before last, we were able to travel to Nashville, Tennessee, to our friend's studio, Run of the Mill Productions, to record another CD project, and we're going to try to have this one ready by December. But I want to let you see some pictures of me there in the studio working. That was just, we were doing the vocals section there that day. So much God is blessing us to be able to have so many things happening for us in our stead. Brother Mill is a former employee of mine who moved to Tennessee several years ago. He was always doing good work in the studio. He had a little small studio in his basement, and now the Lord has blessed him so that he has a full scale studio there in his home in Nashville, Tennessee. And we're going to be in the very near future, be able to have you a couple of clips that you can see of some of the songs that are going to be coming up in our Christmas project. Now, we haven't quite finished our work on the distribution and where you can get your copy. So I think by the first, excuse me, by the 1st of December, we will be able to tell you where you can actually go online and download it, or you can take it song by song and play it, or I'm going to have a few CDs myself just to be able to send to those who are working to help support us in Joy Ministries, as well as for those that may want to purchase an actual on-site copy. So the main goal right now is to get it online. And once we get that done, all this month, we're going to be working on solidifying that. We'll be able to tell you on the first Sunday in December where you can go to get your copy of that particular project. Myself, I feel that the Lord was with us through this entire process. I went through so much, and it's amazing. I see myself on the picture now. It's only showing my lips and my face to a certain degree, but I think and I know God was in it, because when my brother called me and he said, "I'll give you this time. You need to get here so I can record this project, or we can record this project." I immediately started working on arrangements. But sometimes in life, things just don't come out like you think they're going to come out. And I had planned on renting a car to do the toll thing, but that didn't work out. My funds were not in order, so I simply prayed, and I looked out at my driveway and I said, "Well, I got a car, and the Lord has provided me with it, so I'm gonna head on down there and to see my brother and get this project done." And of course, I made it all the way to Kentucky before the car broke down, and I sat on the side of the road in Kentucky and simply said to the Lord, "Lord, I know you in this, and it's got to be something that I'm missing here." And like the Lord said, crank it up and try it again. And I did, and the car took right on off, and I got all the way to Tennessee. I think it was an exit before I was supposed to come off. And when I got off, the car just went down completely. And instead of me panicking and praying, now I did pray, but instead of me panicking, I said to God that this is your mission. You got me out here. I'm sure you don't want to let things fall. And I will tell you no story, y'all. But my car broke down, and right across the street was a gas station with a full-time mechanic. And they saw I was in trouble, and they came over and pushed me over to their service station. And my brother who I went down to do the recording with, he said, "Don't let them fix a thing. I'm on my way." And he came, and we were able somehow to make a couple of calls, and the Lord provided us with the funds that were needed to get my car fixed. And I'm sitting here in the car now telling you all about this wonderful story. And we recorded a wonderful project. Like I said, it'll be available the 1st of December. And when we come back on the air with our first broadcast, or our new broadcast, because this one's going to play over and over for the rest of this month. So there were many things I wanted to make sure you are aware of. And one of them was the Michigan Veteran Foundation fundraiser. And we want to try to get as many of us. And even if you call her yourself, feel free to tell her that you heard this information from Pastor Hale of Joy Ministries, and let her know that you want to support the Michigan Veteran Foundation. And I think God will he'll already be pleased that we're helping those who are unable to help themselves. So, and then if you feel like you just want to help volunteer to serve breakfast or something like that on the 5th Saturday, I don't have that date right in front of me, but all you got to do is count 5 Saturdays in November. On the 5th Saturday, we will be serving them breakfast. And if you'd like to volunteer, please email me at hale6@gmail.com. And we'll be happy to schedule you because, as I said before, it is a secured facility. And it's difficult just to take people without a clearance in. So give me a call and let's work this out so you can come and help us serve the veterans of our country who are right down the street needing someone just to show love, smiling face, a warm greeting, and put a spoonful of grits on their plate and say, "God bless you." Put a little claw of bacon beside them eggs, just to say, God loves you, and so do we. Things like that go a long way. And I believe that if we just do as we should and spread joy, you see what's happening. I don't need to go into all of the politics of what's going on in our country. We know what's happening. Cities being attacked by our own soldiers on the command of people that are higher. I can only imagine the hurt that must be going on in their hearts when they see that they have to attack a brother or a sister and on our own soil in the name of someone else. It's a whole different story. I ain't gonna get into all of that because the battle is not mine; it belongs to the Lord. The best I can do now is to help spread as much joy, as much hope, as much as happiness as I can possibly spare. So we ask everybody to just try to keep prayed up and ask God what to do. And then we'll pray for our leaders. It's hard. I heard this morning says it's hard to pray for somebody that's hurting you. It's hard to say, "Lord, bless them," and they're causing grief on you and causing you to be in fear for your safety. And it's difficult to pray for someone like that. But I guarantee you, if you just put your hands in God's hand, He'll make it all right. He will come through if only you ask Him to. So now we thank God for this project. You've seen the pictures, and man, I am so pleased. We did a video, all of that good stuff is on its way. But I did tell that brother, I said, let me get back to Detroit because while I was down there, my car was broke. I didn't have a way to get around. But God in His mercy, I didn't miss anything. All I had was my friend drove us and pushed my car to the mechanic And I hopped in the car and we went straight to the studio and got to work. And when I got tired later on that night, my friend and pastor said, call a hotel or call me from a hotel. Just pick one because you need to get some sleep. And I went to a local hotel there. And no sooner I got there, I called the pastor, and he said, go ahead, give the phone to him. And they came back to me, and I had two nights rooming. So the Lord took care of all of my needs, and I'm very glad he did. So I will ask you as we move on further. I think the time is up. I'm not sure. I can't see there. But I want to make sure you understand that we're really, really, we want to see God blessings on Sister, I call her Sister, but she's Rahita Debeja, and the Michigan Veteran Foundation. We're going to try. And I really want to be able to give that sister a check from Joy Ministries for $1,000 to let her know that we support the Michigan Veteran Foundation, not only in our presence, but also by our funds. And if you don't want to just hang out with us, I think our table will be the livest table in the place. Listen, I know on the flyer it talks about they'll have dinner and dancing and all that good stuff. I sass right down my aisle. I ain't danced in about 20 years, but I think I can get out there and cut a little rug. And for the fun of the saving of our veterans, you never know who you're gonna need in this life. When you go up, make sure you treat them right going up. So when you come down, if you come down, you'll come down on happy ground. So we're going to support them. And then I want to repeat to you that we are going to be releasing a project in December. And we'll have that information to you as well, so you can be able to get your copy of this particular project online. Now, I don't think I have too much more to talk to you about. I think we kind of went through everything. I do want to leave you with a word of encouragement, and that is that in everything, because we're in November now, I want to say that to you, in everything, try to find a way to say thank you, Lord, because he has done great things. He has been doing great things. And in all of our lives, he's taken us from glory to glory. And yes, there have been some times when we've not been in the best of situations. Yes, there have been times we've been in some situations we didn't see our way through. But look at us now. Look at us now. Just look at who you are and see that God has blessed and is blessing. It's a song that I play a lot of times during Thanksgiving times is count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. If upon life's billows you are tempted and tossed, losing your courage, thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings and see what God has done. He has done great things, and he will do great things. All you have got to do is trust him. Hang on his every word. Believe that he is who he said he is. And you will see what the Lord not only has done, but you'll see what the Lord is doing. And you will be thankful, because every day is a day of thanksgiving. God has been good to me. Every day he keeps on blessing me. Every day is a day of thanksgiving. You just take the time to simply glorify the Lord today. All right, I think I'm seeing here, I got 5 minutes left. So let's go back from the top and talk again about what I want you to remember in your mind and your hearts. I didn't send a song in this week, but I'm gonna try to make sure next month we'll have a little music as well. But I want to also go back and at the top of the hour, I started talking about the Michigan Veteran Foundation, and I can't tell you how much I'm praying to God that as you see this over and over each Sunday for the remainder of this month, I want you to do two things. I want you to pray for us that we will be able to let the Spirit of God flow in that room on that day of that Saturday, the 5th Saturday in November, as we serve these gentlemen breakfast. As I said before, not all of them are crystal cut like that. Some of them have gone through some traumatic events and experiences in their time of service. So they come back with a little something, if you know what I'm saying. They come back with a little something that they didn't leave with. And then some of them have gotten out there and they fell in the wrong hands. They fell in the wrong area, and they wound up being addicted to things that they shouldn't have been. And then there are some who have come back with what's that, PTSD, that syndrome. And then there are just some who come back to realize that their families that they left were no longer supportive of them, and that sometimes the husbands and wives have issues. I've seen the wives drop their husbands off because they just was tired of them. They started some other thing going on. So you got very real problems, and but now in the midst of their very real problems, and I say we as in you and me, we know that there is a solution. We know that God is the answer. So all we've got to do is to let our light so shine so that men may see our good works and glorify the Father which is in heaven. So I'm encouraging you to let your light shine, and let's support somebody. Let's support these brothers and do what we can to help them. All right. Now the second thing is that we do have a project coming out, and we want to ask you to help us support this project, because now I think that God is moving through our music and our hearts so that we can help support this project, this ministry, this Joy Ministry project that we're going on right now. We are starting it. We're in need of funds. We are in need of funds, but God has said, just get out there and as I said back in the day, said, man, go out there and shake what your mama gave you. But I know in a way God was telling me, go and what I gave to you. You remember the story about the oil, how he told the lady, go find as many vessels as you can. And he poured the oil, allowed it to go on so that they can be better, they can help. And I believe the music and the singing and these songs of God are going to help us pave the way as we move through our Joy Ministries. All right, I think it's time to go. So we will say to you, thank you for being with us this evening. Hey, it's been a real blast. And this chicken is killing me. I tell you, went to get something to eat, but I didn't start eating because we came online. But I'm going to eat my chicken and say good evening to my CEO, because he's eagerly standing and waiting to help join us as we go into our meal. But I did want to say thank you for being with us. Look forward to seeing you again very soon. Listen, I don't know what it's going to be, but I think the fourth Sunday in this month, we may be having a Joy Ministry mini concert. I will have to find a way to get the information to you, but I think it's going to be the fourth Sunday at 1:00. So at Carter Metropolitan. So unless I find a way to say, no, it ain't going to happen, I think it will happen. And you can feel free to come and join us. As a matter of fact, come and spend the whole day with us at Carter, because I think they're having their Harvest Festival that morning. But that evening at 1:00, right after service, we're having a reception as we normally do. And then my cousin, Annette, McKinney is coming up from Wichita, Kansas, to do a small mini concert for us for Thanksgiving. And of course, it is open and free to the public. Y'all feel free to come on and have a little food and enjoy our Joy Ministry time, the fourth Sunday at 1 o'clock. All right. So we'll say goodbye to you. Thank you to London, Washington, the LICMC.net family for letting us come back on and do this for you. We're looking forward to seeing you again next month at this very same time. But next Sunday, if you feel free to log back on, we'll be right back here with this same broadcast. But you all make sure you put on your calendars the MVF, Michigan Veteran Foundation, December the 5th. All right. And then call me about the breakfast. And we'll see you all soon. God bless you. My dad's favorite saying, I'll say to you again. If at first a task is begun, never leave it until it's done. Be the labor great or small. You got to do it well or not at all. On behalf of the CEO, on behalf of our administrative assistant, I am your COO of Joy Ministries. We say to you good night and God bless you all.
Thank you for joining Joy Ministries with Pastor Christopher Hale. Sundays at 6 p.m. on LICMC Radio.
You can also listen and see Joy Ministries live simultaneously with Pastor Christopher Hale on London, Washington Facebook, LICMC Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LICMC.net radio every Sunday at 6 p.m.